Bonjour everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Today we'll talk about decals, water slide decals, and what I want to talk about in particular is Micromark decal paper instruction. Micromark is a company that sells water slide decals. Here's I have a couple of sheets that I print. It's 8.5 by 11 of water slide decals. And I put numbers. I fill the sheets because pretty much when you print it, you cannot print twice the same sheets because you're going to use it and you're going to cut it to use the water slide, and that would be that's it. So when you create a sheet 8.5 by 11, you have to make sure that you have enough stuff on it to print and to be used later on during your time you do modeling. So basically, this paper water slide can be used with inkjet, laser printers, and it's pretty simple. You create your artwork, whatever you want to print. It's like a banner or decals here they show for model train. The size of it is numbers for the German force for the game Flames of War. So the numbers are pretty small. It's perfect for Flames of War. And then they said print your artwork and then apply the decals. When you print your artwork, what you have to make sure is don't put sheets on top of each other's when it's just freshly print, especially if I use inkjet like I did. So one sheets at a time, I put them aside, and from there I use Veratane varnish or gloss, and I put 3 layers at different times. So I put 1 layer of Veratane, I let it dry, I come back later, I put a second layer, I let it dry, and I put the 3rd layer, let it dry. The reason for that is if you don't do that, more than likely when you put in the water will remove the color. So the black or the red, in this case, will be removed or slightly fade away because of the water. So really important to have a good layer of Veratane. Hopefully 3 is more than enough for me. We'll see when we try to use it. I haven't used yet. This video is kind of the first time I use, and the first time for me to put it on. So here's the first step, is create those sheets, use Veratane on top of it. It is inkjet or laser printer, it doesn't make any difference. You have to put Veratane on top of it. They said 1 or 2, I'll put 3 on it just to make sure, a bit more. So we'll go from there. All the vehicle, I won't show that on this video, but I put this project on gloss varnish on the vehicle, so that way you got a good surface that is already with varnish on it. The reason for that is if you use water on the vehicle, on the paint directly, and it is water-based paint, you're going to just remove the paint. So it's really important you use Veratane where you want to apply the decals. That way the paint will stay true to the paint job, and also it won't remove the color. So that's done. I put Veratane on my vehicle, 3 layers on this. And to install the decals, I'm going to use Microset from Microscale on every surface I want to put the decal. So I'm going to just put the numbers on both sides of the turret and in the back. And that's what it's all about, because the other decals is like normal that come with the vehicle decals. So we'll go from there. Okay, I'm all set here. Just keep in mind that when you use those Micromark decal sheet, is compared to the one you purchase with the vehicle or receive with the vehicle, is they are not individual. So you cannot just take the 3 numbers you want to use, put in the water, and then you got your decals that's going to slide one number to the next one. So you have to cut each number about as small as you can, because it's all the paper will be all on the vehicle. So you just have to make sure that when you hit it, it would fit pretty much where you want it. Then you put in the water. They said in the water for 1 minute. So I'm going to put all 3 in the water. And while they soak in, I'm going to apply the microset. The microset purpose is to soften the decals, also to help to apply the decals on the vehicle. And the particular with this microset is, if it is like a Zimmerit on it, that it's bumpy, or there's a port or hatch on it, the decal would just melt and fit around it. So that's the purpose of the microset, is to set your decals on the model and also to go with the form of the vehicle or whatever you want to use or apply your decals on. So let's see if one is ready to be applied. So I'm gonna just take it from the water and see if the decal is moving. Yes, the decal is moving. I'm gonna just move it a bit, so no. So it doesn't take long to be able to slide. I'm gonna just put it here. There's a tricky part, is to slide your decals and to apply the decals on it. Now that you center it where you want it, I'm gonna just put near the gun port, and you remove the excess of water or microset. You just roll it so the decal don't move, and you let it dry like that. So I'm gonna do the rest and then come back to you. Here you have it, it's complete. So we're gonna see those micro mark decals, how it look like. So there's the 511 right here. I put the 511 in the back and a 511 on the side. Now you can see why I cut that cross in two. It's just to make it easy to install with the tow cable on the side of the vehicle right here. There's no tow cable, so it's a full decals right here. And in front you have the unit decals. So what can we say about that micro mark? It went on really easy. It removed from the paper in matter of seconds. So when they recommend 1 minute in the water, it took like 15 seconds and the decal was already moving from the paper. So great paper for that. The only thing I may say is, because the number are kind of fading with the back of the other color in the back, but if you install those decals on a white background, I'm sure they're gonna look great. Overall, I give them a 7 out of 10 because it's really easy to make, really easy to print, really easy to cut, apply fairly easy without a problem, as good as for the cross and the unit decals here. The only thing I can say is, because the background is a different color, the red kind of fade. I have the black one to do, numbers on it, so I'm gonna get a better idea. But for the red, overall, pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy my micro-mark little comments and demonstration here. So see you soon with a new video. Thank you. Bye-bye.